Why do you have that?
My little hand.
Well, people aren't going to understand if they're listening to audio, but that's just a reason for you to watch video. John has the little hands. Of course, anybody that wants to see our Big Brother Canada shows or see any of our Big Brother Canada content can check it out at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. Now, you know what else they can do, John? They can shop at Amazon, where you got your phone holder, I'm going to guess.
Yep.
Yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. They wouldn't pay any more for that phone holder, and it would help support our shows.
Absolutely.
Now, you know what the phone holder is also good for? Listening to audiobooks hands-free. And you can get a free Audible book, too, at yourrealityrecaps.com/Audible.
Yes.
You can. Speaking of the patron group, if you guys want to hang out with us in the patron group, get weekly patron-only shows, prize giveaways just for patrons, check it out at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron, or you can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. That being said, oh, John.
Oh, yes.
Before we get into any new business, I would just like to let you know the update from our poll. Should Karen have nominated vets? Eric is correct as always. No, John is right for the first time. I won. Okay, there was only like 20 votes or something because I technically didn't put it up until like last night. But I still won. So I'm showing it now.
No, and I think it's kind of biting Karen a little bit.
It is. Well, last we left off with everyone, our Mark got evicted, who, by the way, is MIA on Twitter.
Well, oh, he's MIA on Twitter? Did you ever got his Twitter, right?
We got his Twitter. We did the phone interview with him. We talked to him. We had our feet.
Was he sad?
You know, he seems like.
Yes.
We
should have done this poll of what I thought of Mark was and what he really is. But go ahead.
Possibly.
Go ahead.
Maybe. A few Crayolas short of a box.
Really?
Which is how I like it. But I have to say, he did give good spoilers. He did give good spoilers.
He did. Good.
He told all about the Cassandra fight and why the house was calling him a liar before he left and all of that. So you guys can check it out over on the website. But yeah, John, you're cracking me up, says Vito Smiles. He did tweet one time. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm not counting one tweet as Mark being on Twitter.
That's still MIA, even one tweet?
Even one tweet is still MIA. Where is he? He's supposed to be interacting with all of the fans. He's a model. Instagram.
I think he's in the gym. He should post from the gym.
Right. Instagram it. Something. Mark, where are you? Mark.
I think maybe he needs some lessons from like Cody and Mr. Pectacular and all of them from the US.
I was trying to think. Oh no, Will Winkle. He could use some tips from Will Winkle too. He's the Big Brother player who went on to do gay porn.
Oh, yes, that's right. We met him at the premiere party in New York.
Will Winkle, did we?
We did. He was there, yeah.
I would have remembered that.
Well, he's not keeping up with appearances, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. House guests are using toothbrushes to clean the floor currently, says Miss Mary. Well, that's interesting. Now, I'm going to let you guys know right now, this is your fair warning, we're talking spoiler things on this show. So if you don't want to know things that are going to happen this week in the Big Brother house, you're not going to want to keep watching or listening to this show.
Well, I think this should be spoilers, and it should be just catching you up with every single thing before the episode tonight, right? Because in that way, you know, people like me are caught up.
Well, there is nothing to catch you up with tonight's show, because where tonight's show starts is where the last one left off. So you're all caught up.
Well, I mean, like, I know, like, Dylan and Dallas got in a huge fight.
Uh-huh.
I know that Ika, or whatever her name is, was in Bruno's ear in the have-not room, talking.
Well,
I know some stuff.
Let's start with who won HOH. So, since you don't know, maybe this will be a fun little game for you.
Good.
Who do you think won HOH, or who would you have wanted to win HOH?
So Karen was the first HOH, and then she nominated the two newbies, and Mark went home. So I know that they had the contest, but I don't know who won and who I like to win. I would like Cassandra to win, but I think Demetrius won.
Now wait, what contest don't you know the results to? Who has immunity for this?
Who won the HOH? No, I know who has immunity until eviction.
Right, okay.
Yeah. That's Netta. Netta does.
Right.
That was in the episode.
Okay, so, yes, you're correct. Demetrius won HOH for this week.
Yes.
So are we happy with the Dimitri winning HOH or not? He was just nominated by Karen, like you said. Obviously, that means he's going to turn around and go after Karen now.
Absolutely, but oh God, isn't Karen hilarious?
Oh, I love Karen.
Is she funny with that cussing?
She's got a big target on her back, though.
She does, but I think she's playing a little hard out of the gate. Like when she was sitting there with Gary and I forgot someone else. I think Cassandra, and was talking about how stupid they were with their game, and you know they were fucking idiots, and oh my gosh, it was so funny.
She's like, you vets are stupid. This is why you lost the first time. I was like, whoa, okay. Way to go, Karen. Rash's Fun World says, I'm fine with it, but I don't think Dimitri is going after her. Well, I have the answer, and I'll let you know in a minute. Vito Sparkles says, Karen's potty mouth is my spirit animal. And BB Princess says, Bruno is after Cass playing his game. Well, Bruno's not in power right now.
He's not in power. He's in the have-not room, right? Because they got all those cushions and everything in there with all those bones. I think Demetrius is going after Dylan and Emily.
Dimitri is going after Dylan and Emily. Those are who the nominees are. And I appreciate that Zach, 16-year-old, has called you out for cheating. So
how was I cheating?
Well, you went from not knowing to knowing real quick.
Listen, I'm going to tell you how I knew. There's a patron, Ralph, who posts spoilers in the patron group on Facebook. He just posted a video like an hour ago, and it was the fight between Dylan and Dallas. And so when they were going back and forth, I assumed Dylan was probably nominated with Emily because Dallas wanted to get away from that alliance, separate himself, and they got in a huge fight, and Dylan just erupted in the house.
Right. You're jumping to the end of the spoiler show, and we have 45 more minutes to fill. So, basically,
we'll put a pin in that.
I'm going to take over for John now for a second. Number one, he apologizes, Rafe. He knows your name isn't Ralph. And,
oh, sorry, Rafe.
And where John gets the information from of when things happen from instantly is our spoiler sheet over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan, where it looks beautifully like this right below you. So yes, we can see that Dylan ended up being the winner of the POV, who he was also originally nominated, and Emily was as well. And then, as John just told us, Dylan won POV, removed himself, and Dallas went
I'm
on
using
the
my
block.
headband to wipe up all the tea that I spilled. All over my...
You did. You did. You spilled it. It's been spilled.
I'm so sorry.
I know because I'm watching feeds when they're on, says Rash's Fun World. Well, that's the point. We'll have to watch the feeds when they're on. That's how we learn the good spoilers.
I know.
So...
Or Rafe's post, yes.
Yes, or race host. Well, but technically he is secret agent.
He's a secret agent, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, we don't want him to get...
Well, that's why I said Ralph, and so you exposed me. I was trying to use code names.
Right. I totally didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. So
the secret wire person, right. Yes, good. Oh, John looks on Twitter quick, says Big Brother Ant. I didn't get it. True. You need a towel, says Sinatra's mom. You need a towel for your dick. I have to say, I was surprised that Dylan was able to pull it out and win this POV. I'm kind of looking forward to Wednesdays.
I didn't know he won.
Yes, he won the POV.
Yay!
That was the catalyst of the Dallas and Dylan fight that you saw.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Because Dylan ends up removing himself, and then obviously Dallas was the replacement nominee. However, I have to say, I got a little bit spoiled because of Over the Top. I forgot what it was like to not have feeds of what's happening. I was like, oh, but we don't know what happened in the meeting. Apparently there was a big fight. We don't actually know what the HOH was or what other stuff was. I've gotten real spoiled by Over the Top in that aspect. So we kind of don't know the ifs, whens, and thens, but we know the outcomes of everything. So we can have fun speculating.
Oh, absolutely. And I noticed that Big Brother Canada doesn't have the fish. They just have the feeds are down.
They just have the feeds are down.
Yeah.
I would like Marsha the moose. Like, instead of fish, I would like moose herding in a field or something.
But I was so shocked with the language, you know? I just thought the Canadians were just nicer than Americans.
What language?
Just
Karen?
all the Karen and Dylan and cussing and screw you and I work my dick off and...
Oh, I loved I work my dick off. Normally I hear I work my ass off, but I thought it was interesting for him to be like, I work my dick off.
I work my dick off.
That reminded me of my one of my most favorite reality TV shows, Paula Abdul, when she would say, I work my ass off, Jeff, to her assistant. Remember when Paula Abdul was always not drunk?
I loved her reality show.
It was one of my favorites. Dallas is a potty mouth, 100%. Kelly77 says, give me Marsha, love her. Big Brother Ant says, oh, so John knows Dylan curses. Yes, he does know John. He does know Dylan curses.
I do. I only know fragments of things. I don't know how they fit together.
Did you see Emily told Dylan to be nice to Dallas and say they plan the fight if asked to make Dallas look like a liar, says to True Blue. I did know that. Yes, it's interesting. I'm happy to see Emily gaming.
Yes. Meech. She's Meech.
I don't know if that is smart gaming.
Why isn't it? Because then if it looks like it's planned and he's nominated, he can go home. He's a strong player. Like 3 of the newbies say they want to revolve their game and their strategy around the type of strategies Dallas has had, I think, including Dylan. And now all of a sudden they're at each other's throats. Now he wins POV, which is great. Dylan's on the block. They need to get rid of Dallas.
Right.
Because he has, 100,000 pairs of shoes. What was that?
But here's my problem with it on Emily's part is, how do I put this? Dallas is trailer parky. But
sexy trailer parking.
Yeah, sure. And
Sure.
Dylan has been hit in the head one too many times. Everybody was there and witnessed that fight. No one's believing that that was fake. Everyone knows that was a real fight. So by Emily trying to convince Dylan to say that it was pre-planned to make Dallas look like a liar, no one's buying it.
It could backfire because Dylan's not that good of an actor, is what you're saying, because he's been hit so hard.
Right. We'll go with that. Right.
Now, what was the argument with the shoes? I'm the one that has 100,000 pairs of shoes. What was the shoes thing? It was hilarious. I love that these two straight guys were arguing about shoes. I thought it was so funny.
Dallas's point was, you don't need the money. You've clearly have tons of money from boxing. Just look at your shoe collection. You're wearing $1,000 sneakers and stuff, so you don't need the money. And then Dylan, of course, was like, I work real hard. I work my dick off. And then Dallas was like, I'll work too. Dallas has a hard job. He's like a lobster fisherman. That don't sound like fun.
It's a new job, but yeah.
Yeah. Big Brother Ann says, what do you think about the washing the floors with toothbrushes punishment? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I miss this punishment. I don't know if this happened today, or I don't know this feed update from today. So why did they get a punishment? I know that the feeds have been going off a lot because there's been a plumbing problem in the house. They had to send in the plumbers, and they've been cutting the feeds. Ugh. Apparently, people are flushing too much toilet paper.
Well, there's only one toilet. It's like the Brady Bunch house, right? Where it was like, what, 6 kids, Alice, the parents, and one toilet. I mean, the Brady house was the original Big Brother house, as far as I'm concerned. And then to have a badly working toilet, you have one toilet to get right. Really? Like, ugh.
No, they have 2. No, I guess they only have one toilet. No, they have 2.
Is there 2?
Oh no, they have more. They have the regular toilet, the stalls, and then they have the HOH one.
Oh, that's right. They've got the HOH one. I forgot about that one.
Yes. Okay. So apparently, I did know that they had the luxury comp earlier today. So people in the chat room are saying that the toothbrush thing must be have something to do with the luxury comp. But again, we won't know until it airs. Marsha the Moose dropping those moose tracks and backing up the plumbing. Says Lost in Kingston.
Honey, those moose pies. Those moose pies.
And in the luxury comp, Dre and Cass won a date, and I guess then the rest of the people got the toothbrush punishment. And I believe in the POV, I think Dylan won $5,000 too, I believe I heard in the POV. It was kind of confusing when the feeds came back on. It sounded like he won like a big amount of cash, and we weren't sure at first if it was cash or the POV. Yes, okay, so he won $5,000. So, I mean, Big Brother Canada seems to be spending a lot of money right off the bat with this first week of Big Brother. $5,000 from Oreos, says Amy.
Yeah.
A luxury comp that people are getting. They are spending a lot of money week
They
one.
got good sponsors, too. Like, they have a ton of sponsors, you know?
And clearly Oreo's got money to burn. They're making these damn Oreo peep Oreos. Apparently those are a top seller. Overall, they spend a lot less than the U.S. Well,
because the dollar's not as strong.
Is it not at the moment?
I don't think so.
Because unlike BBUS, they show the sponsor on the feeds a lot. Oh, that's probably true too. I bet if our Big Brother would show the sponsors, they would probably get more stuff too.
Yeah.
No, our dollar sucks, says Christine B. Our dollar sucks. Yeah, from the Oreo, aka comp sponsor. I like that. We should have comps. Oreo. I basically did an Oreo commercial for those new Peep Oreos the other day. Basically, Basically, it involved me yelling at Oreo to stay in their lane and stick with the chocolate cookie and white frosting like they're used to. Nobody wants a white Oreo with a peep in the middle.
Ooh.
Exactly. No.
I auditioned when I was a kid for an Oreo commercial. So, it was good.
It's a good story.
I didn't get it, though. I didn't get it.
Clearly.
I didn't get it. It's too fat.
Oh. Foreshadowing. Skippy with the feed button today is too much. I hear you. Big Brother Ann says, behave, John. The Peep Oreos are bad. The Peep Oreos are disgusting. Just side note, the Peep Oreos.
I'm not a big Peep person to begin with.
Why are you wearing your Reality Rally bandana?
Because it's hot in here, and since I wiped up all that tea, it's nice and cool.
Okay, got it. Gee, I wonder why they don't sponsor Peep filling, stacking, eating the cookie bar commercial. True. Peeps are disgusting to begin with. Yes. Don't hate on the pumpkin spice Oreos. The pumpkin spice Oreos are the worst Oreos ever. Emily will go. Dallas will stay. No matter what, that's minus Bruno will stay together until jury. So this says Maximus Mom. So this is kind of what's happening now. The vets did have a vet meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And they've kind of decided that they all want to stay together, but Bruno kind of is Bruno.
Why would you want to stay together with the vets? Do you see how I'm trying to get Pellegrino to be our sponsor?
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Steffi says, nice product placement. Yeah, because if they don't fill the jury, if the vets don't fill the jury with vets, if the jury is mainly noobs and a noob makes it to the end, they're not voting for a vet.
Oh.
One of the many reasons why the vets need to stick together.
I don't think that's going to be true, because every time we've seen the votes, U.S., even Canada, it's the game. What did you do? Everybody's mad. Everybody's pissed off. You backstabbed me. You did this. You did that. But at the end, what moves did you do to deserve the 100,000? And that's what they're going to go by. So I think Bruno kind of eliminating those and keeping those newbies, he could really kind of run the house.
I'm sorry, you just used Nicole, winner of BB18, and Morgan, winner of Over the Top, as your example for that sentence? The two people who couldn't have done any less than a season?
Nicole was a vet and she won.
I'm pretty sure the ant on the floor did more in the Big Brother season than either of those two did.
She cried a lot, and she fell in love again and got her heart broken again. She deserved the money mends the broken heart. Isn't that like a Bee Gees song or something?
I had called Karma. Karma's the soap. Those names still make me cringe. I agree, Princess. I think so too. I don't know what BB Princess. Nicole did nothing. No, Nicole did nothing. But I mean, that is why they need to stack the jury. That is why they need to stack the jury with vets.
I agree.
What is happening over there besides you not being on a spoiler show anymore?
Oh, it's time for my massage.
Thank you. I definitely did more than Nicole, said Big Brother Ann. Rachel won and was hated, but yeah. Rachel's jury was vets. I'm not saying, well, minus Adam, who P.S. did not vote for Rachel. See how when you have the noobs in the jury, they will not vote. So the vets know the only way they're winning is if they get a majority number in the jury that are vets, which is why they need to keep picking off these noobs. But it seems like maybe sort of Dylan is onto that and Dimitri is onto that, and hopefully they're gonna get Dallas out this week.
Well, I think at this point, newbies versus vets, absolutely. You know, I don't know why Karen kind of did what she did. You know, Karen's a hothead, a big mouth. You guys are stupid, and that's why you're back playing the game. But, you know, Cindy with an S manipulated her. And so, you know, I think... I don't know. I think what I've seen and stuff, I think that they're going to vote for gameplay. I think everybody, especially the vets, have such respect for the game that if a newbie did some really great moves and was really smart, they would vote for them to have the money.
I'm going to say never going to happen. Netta, who should have no influence and she is safe, is putting her opinion in too much this week. Now, what do you think of Netta? Steffi said that. What do you think of Netta, even though she is safe until jury and is influencing a lot of the stuff that's happening this week, but on the same hand... she's also sleeping a lot during the day. She's sleeping her way till jury. Smart move or not smart move?
Oh, it's a shit move. Because, and you know what? If she's sitting in final two, she's not going to win. Period.
You don't think?
No.
Why? Because they're going to say she was safe?
She was safe the whole time. Like, it was a really good thing, like, for a half a second. And then I think you kind of look around and realize, she's basically got golden status floater and can float
to jury.
But I also think I think Netta's smart, and I think that she's starting stuff and getting stuff going because she needs big moves. She's not at risk of getting voted out. But she needs big moves because she is going to have to sell herself twice as much as the person she's sitting next to at the end.
True.
Yeah.
Or people are going to forget about early season gaming when it gets to the end. But I just wish we would have kept somebody safe who would create drama instead of keeping someone safe who has... kind of been sleeping. Now, I will say, yes, I do see you guys saying it in the chat room. I was getting there. However, it was Netta this morning who was able to convince Dimitri to get Dallas up instead of Jackie. So Netta has been the one, like, with her fingers in the pot today. But in general, the past few days... she's kind of been like, meh, meh, meh.
Well, her task is done. I think that she's, you know, like what she did with her season. And I forgot the guy that I think his name was John, that she kind of fell in love with. And he ended up winning. And he basically played her game. I think she's playing that same type of game. But she doesn't have to play so hard because she is safe. But she needs to make those moves so that she can triple sell herself when she's sitting in final two.
Maximus Mom says, how is Netta's makeup not smudged all over the pillow?
Maximus Mom, that is so funny, right? That, like, mascara and how, like, those fake lashes, like, how are they not, how is it not just a face when you remove your face from your pillow? Oh.
And I'm going to say this. I'm not saying I think what Netta is doing is wrong. I think Netta sleeping and staying out of the drama until jury or until she has to worry about it is exactly what she should be doing for her game.
Why? Why? That doesn't make any sense. I think to stay out of it early on, but she needs to start making just as big a moves as any regular person who could have been voted out.
Why put a target on her back when she doesn't need one?
Who cares if she has one? She's safe.
Well, that is my argument for being mad that she was given safety. I would rather a Cassandra be given safety.
But it's done. You're sitting there going, what if? What if this? And what if that? It's not a what if. This is the reality. She's safe, and she still needs to make big moves, but she doesn't have to play so hard in the beginning. I'd sleep too with all my makeup on.
So are you saying, are you agreeing with me and saying she should be sleeping, or are you saying she shouldn't, she should be making big moves?
I'm saying she definitely needs to make big moves, but if she sleeps right now in the beginning, who cares?
Okay. I guess.
But she needs to play, I think, twice as hard as anybody else, because she's going to have to sell herself if she makes it to Final Two. She has to.
I'm Sick and Twisted says, I agree with John. She needs to be able to justify her game at the end, and sleeping isn't going to do it.
Thank you, Sick and Twisted.
I think you can sell anything at the end, and you can say the hardest thing for me to do was to stay out of all the drama and not be a target after I lost my immunity. I didn't make the bonds that you all made the first month because I was busy staying out of the drama. And then when I started playing, I was a whole month behind, which is harder than what you all had to do.
I wouldn't spend any time getting to know the people if they're going to be evicted anyway. Like, I don't want to know you. I don't care. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to put my makeup on. I'm going to drink. I'm going to put more makeup and more makeup. And yeah, I don't even know if you'll be here next week. Why should I invest any time with you?
I'm not saying don't invest time. I think she should be investing buckets loads of time with these people. She should be building relationships with all these people. But I don't know that her going to Dimitri and getting Dallas, another vet, put on the block is gonna end up being good for her game in the long run.
Well, if she's a vet and she's made some pretty good moves at the end and she's sitting next to a newbie, are her chances better at winning or not?
Well, we're also talking, 12 weeks or 14 weeks from now.
Okay, so let's go in the future because this is BB Can Odyssey. Let's hyper jump to the future, and she's Final Two.
No, she's
with
not.
The new this is my
in your future.
Hyper jump.
Okay,
Yes, I'm bringing you along in my world.
Okay.
For just a moment. And she's Final Two, and she's sitting next to Newbie, and she's done some big moves too. Do you think she has a chance to win? Next to a newbie or next to a vet?
What is the jury made up of?
The rest of the vets and the newbies.
So it's a mixed jury.
What's going to be? It's a mixed house.
Do you understand the way jury works?
Oh.
Do you know Mark is home right now and not?
It's going to be more vet heavy.
Okay, it's going to be vet heavy.
Yeah.
A vet heavy jury.
A vet heavy jury because they're going to get more of the newbies out first.
Yes, Netta wins then.
Then Netta wins.
But guess what?
If it's a newbie heavy jury, do you think the newbies will respect the fact that she played those kind of games? Or did those kind of moves, even though she had safety and was sitting next to a newbie? Or do you think the newbies would probably vote the newbie?
I think newbies will vote newbie over a vet no matter what. As of right now.
As of right now, absolutely, I agree. But we all know that changes.
Yes, sure. I would say that will change. But as of right now, I think vets are going with Nets. But I think Netta would get the vote from a vet heavy jury regardless of if she slept the whole time or didn't. I don't think it would matter what Netta would do if she made it to the end of a vet heavy jury. It made it to the end against a noob with a vet. I think any vet could make it to the end with a vet heavy jury against a noob and would win.
Right.
None of these vets are not strong players. There are no Nicoles in this vet pool. There are no Morgans, no Vanessa, not Vanessa. Oh my God, Veronica, Bianca. Oh my God, who was the one with Derek? No. Oh my God, why did I forget her name? It is Veronica. Victoria!
Victoria.
I was close. There's no Victorias. My point is, these are all really strong vets. These are no wallflower vets. Any vet in a vet-heavy jury would be happy to give the win, I think, to any of these people.
Here's what I would be doing if I was Netta.
Mm-hmm.
I would be, in the big meathead's ear, Demetrius says, and you know what I'd do? I'd have a pad of paper, and I'd have a pen, and I would be studying that house. I'd be studying every picture. I'd be working out outside, getting leaner because I want to do great in comps and stuff, and just really do it because, when she's competing for that final 3, with her being safe, is she guaranteed the 2nd spot or the 3rd? I can't remember.
She's only safe for 4 weeks.
Oh, until the first person goes to jury.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. She's only safe until jury begins.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, that being said, I feel it is very stupid of her to have gone to Dimitri's today and get the target put on Dallas. Because I think a vet bond, even though the vets are breaking off into smaller groups right now,
right,
I still think overall the vet bond is going to be the most important thing to get a vet or returning player to win, and they're gonna start realizing that soon, is what I think.
No, I think it's smart for her to do that. I think it's smart to get him out now. I think not only is he great in comps, he's also charming. Mm-hmm. People like him, except for Dylan, and he's a gigantic threat. I love Dylan, but he can be set off easy and made to look like a lunatic, and then you can just have him as a big shield. Do you know what I mean? And shield you for anything that you're doing. But I think Dallas is a little harder to manipulate, and I think if anybody, get those type of players out, because I don't think you'll be able to.
Do you think that that's why Dallas wound Dylan up and had that fight, was to make him look bad?
Absolutely. And he took it hook, line, and sinker. And not only didn't keep it in the room, but started walking outside. You see Dylan packing his stuff, and you can hear, or Dallas packing his stuff, and you can hear him yelling, "Down the stairs, just screw you. Your integrity is worth 100,000. That's just shit. That's cheap." You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh my God, you need to stop it, Dylan. You need to not let yourself get so wound up. Amanda Zuckerman, you have to just calm down. Amanda.
I hope we see Amanda play again. BB Princess says, Bruno hugged Dallas and said he has her vote.
And said Bruno has Dallas's back, is what you're trying to say, right?
I believe so. He doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
He sat there, laying in bed with Dylan. Dylan was talking crap about Dallas, and Bruno is definitely still aligned with Dallas, which, is a threat. And Bruno's a threat too. You got 2 strong players that are aligned. You gotta break it up now. Break it up now.
Maximus Mom says Dylan's heavy breathing has to go. Yeah.
I don't. Record it. I want it as a sound machine when I go to sleep.
Well, if you would watch the feeds.
I'm going to now.
They're there. He let Dallas bait him so easily. Of course, Dylan needs tampons. So he's all kind of screwed up.
Oh, I'll roll one right now. Hey there.
Dylan needs tampons?
Because he's acting like a big girl. You know, like what you say to your husband.
I would not say that, because that is implying that women are less than sex to men, and that there is somehow weakness in them shedding their uterine walls.
Well, no, I mean, and there's another thing, like Dylan uses the word retarded, which is so bad. It's awful. It's an ugly, awful word. Like he's been hitting the head a little too hard. Yeah, I agree.
What did I say yesterday? I said my new word is "restupid."
Restupid.
Restupid. I'm a child of the 90s. I always want to use retarded, but I know we're not allowed. So now I restupid.
See, in the 80s we were allowed to, but no, it's not.
We were allowed in the 90s too.
It's not nice.
Now it's restupid.
It's restupid.
It's like more stupid.
It's stupid.
It's like you're repeating the stupid.
It's like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Stupidest.
Dancing Amy says they're giving Dallas false hope by telling him he has the votes when he doesn't. Correct. However, as long as all of the vets are aware of that, it really doesn't matter. Dallas isn't going to a jury, and as we all know watching, there's no returning players this season. So who cares? You can screw with these people all you want on the way out right now. They're not affecting your game at all. Now, when jury starts, you better be nice as peaches and cream to them, because they're voting you a winner.
Absolutely.
And they are, and I agree. They're just trying to get out Cass too. By getting rid of Dallas, it's gonna make it easier for them to get out Cassandra. But Cassandra's been gathering information. She has been in a lot of these vet convos. She's been in a lot of the newbie convos. And I think a lot of people are selling Cassandra short. She is very good at using the information she has when she needs to. I think Cassandra could get herself out of trouble.
Oh, she totally could. She's a huge threat, too. Absolutely. I mean, you've got to get, like, can you imagine being a newbie, doing your bio interviews for Global TV, talking about the Cassandras and the Dallases and all these people? I would do my game socially like Cassandra, and I'd do it physically like Dallas. And then having those people walk through the door and you have to compete with them. I would have pooped my pants.
Really?
Yeah. And so now you're playing against these people that you idolize, that you wanted to kind of, mimic your game to. You've got to get them out. I mean, they're just a threat. But I just adore Cassandra. I think she's absolutely hilarious.
I just think it's funny
and doing good.
I just think it's funny that you say that when we've done Reality Rally 2 times and you see how those people compete in things. I'd be like, oh, hey, I'm going to be better at this than you.
Well, you saw how I compete, so I have really no room to talk.
Steffi says she knows that they are against her, but is playing it off like they have her back. Correct. Karen and Dylan are the reason we couldn't have Ramsey back this season. Pretty much. Imagine all the tears from those guys.
Can you wake up? I mean, we're on a live show. Can you wake up?
I'm sorry. Is there any chance that Ica falls back in love with Cassandra? Kobe Jam wants to know. I think in Big Brother there's always a chance.
Okay, here's whatever. I don't like her. So here's one thing I haven't gotten an answer to. Why did Ica flip out on Cindy with an S when they were trying to get who they were going to vote for, and she walked in the room and Gary was there and she just flipped out and don't you tell me who I'm going to vote for and don't you do that. What was that argument? Was it all because of all the stuff they were saying that they said Mark was saying?
Here's the thing. We didn't have feeds at that point, number one.
I know.
And they crammed so much into those first 2 episodes. Like, they just flew through it. So, I mean, that could be a reason. I think she is just being protective of her game this season and is saying, like, right off the bat, don't talk for me, don't tell people you know what I'm doing, I don't want anybody putting stuff on me. That screwed me last season, especially when I never said that to you. So I think she was just trying to make it well known her intentions.
But Ika and Cindy weren't in the same season.
It doesn't matter. She's just making sure that the rest of the house, you know, she was doing it. I think she was doing it playing more to the audience or playing more to the rest of the house that was going to hear about this argument between them. Cindy is annoying AF and Ika has no tolerance. She don't give AF. I have to say, I'm kind of liking Sydney on the feeds.
Cindy?
Cindy.
You said Sydney.
Yeah, I know. It's my tongue. I always know that it's Sydney, but I would literally have to stop myself and slow down in order to be able to say it.
Oh, see, I'm sick of Omarosa, the Canadian Omarosa.
Dre?
I'm just...
She's I love her.
Oh, she's awful.
She is gaming brilliantly. She seems to be one of the only people that knows what's going on in this house of the noobs.
Right.
I like her. Sydney needs to go sooner than later. Sydney is Sydney minus the S. Sure.
Maximus' mom, that's so funny.
Crystal B says, take it back, John. She does not want you not liking Dre.
Who's Dre?
Oh my God. And with that, we're going to let everybody go and get ready for the show now. John's going to watch the feeds before the next live feed spoiler show. We're going to be having Mark on this week if he pops on to Twitter.
Right.
So that will be exciting. Did you hear Dre and William chatting today about the cuddle session with Kevin? Right. Quickly, what April S. is referring to. Kevin said he's gonna fake flirt with William in order to get William on the vet side. However, William is aware that that's what Kevin is going to do, and William is doing the same thing, flirting with Kevin to try and get Kevin onto the noob side. So both of them are kind of sort of doing the same thing to each other.
Oh, lucky William getting all manipulated like that.
Kevin thinks Big Brother is prison and he's just gay for the stay.
Totally.
says Kelly77. Oh, well, he still needs to take it back because I like Ika too. William said that they kissed and they did more under the covers the night they got drunk. I'm not...
Kevin and William?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No, and I wonder what Johnny, we should have Johnny on the show and see what Johnny has to say about that.
We should see what Johnny thinks about this, Kevin.
Absolutely.
I feel like this season's Kevin is Kevin that's a real boy. Like, he's like, look, everyone, I have chest hair, and it grows in this one weird pattern.
I think in his season 3 with Johnny, it's like, boys are saltier. And now this season, I like salt. I think, yeah.
Well, we're going to find out.
It's flip-flopper.
We are going to find out. So we have the show starting in like 6 minutes.
All right,
so
I'm going to get ready to.
We need to wrap this up. John will let you patron guys know what's going on with the cooking show. So check that out in the patron group.
Tweet me times. What time is good for you?
Or put it in the patron group, because obviously if you're doing it in the patron group,
yes,
then that's where you're going to want the people to know. If you want to become a patron, yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. If you want to see any of these BB Can shows back, or our blogs, or our spoiler graphics, it is all over at yourrealityrecaps.com/BBCan. And I will see you guys tomorrow.